and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you. I thought we could make a book cover using the leftover coffee stirrers from when I made some coasters, and I kept all the leftover bits and I just popped them into this jar. So I have a sketchbook here that we are going to create a cover with. So I had an idea in mind. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm taking off the covers themselves. Now this is just really flimsy. It's awful. And I don't know why the works have got on that it was £1, because they're actually now £1.50. They've gone up in price. So I don't know why they've done that. But yeah. So it's where I do get my sketchbooks from. And then all I'm going to do, I've got some brand new grey board here. It's about 1 mil thick, so it's quite a nice sturdy one. And all I'm going to do is we're just going to mark it so that I can replace the cover. While this is actually still on, what else I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this as well of where I need to pop the holes. And then this means that I'm going to have like really nice sturdy front and back cover, because the back cover is quite sturdy. But I do end up coating them in card anyway. So I always end up putting them in so they have like quite a nice sturdy, so they've got like extra thickness to them. So just sort of having to move everything out of the way. Now I need to make a second one. Okay, so I'm just going to, I just want to make sure that I've got one ready for when I do some more. For some reason I got 2 out, so we may as well do that while we're here. Right, okay, so now what I'm going to do is I need to find my hole punch. So that's something that we need to look for. Now I don't need my mini Gemini out so that I can go away. Right, I'm going to go off camera a minute because I need to find where I put my hole punch. And I tried to find it earlier on, and yeah, I just couldn't find it. So I think I'm going to have to just have a really good rummage around to see if I can find it. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, I have it. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go along this edge and I'm going to take out, sorry, not take out, but I'm going to put in those holes. So where all of those little circles are, we'll pop a hole in, and then that just means that the holes are all ready for us to add back on to our sketchbook. So that is what we're going to do. The last couple. Okay, now I do need to buy some gel medium. I don't actually have any, but as we are just using wooden pieces and I'm not using any metal embellishments well, that I am aware of right now, I know that we can just use my Nuvo glue. It will dry perfectly, but I'm going to get some ordered, and hopefully it'll be with me in a couple of days, so that when we come to do the embellishment bits of it, it means that we can use the gel medium, which will give it a permanent adhesion, because the chances are I might end up putting some metal pieces on. But so far all I'm going to be doing, and I will pop this on fast forward because I don't know how long this is going to take, but I'm not going to cut any of these down. I am literally just going to pop glue on, and I am going to build up my my cover. So this is just to create the background and to create some texture, and then I'm just sort of going from there. And like I said, I'm not overly fussed about where I'm putting them or what we're doing. We're just doing it to get some lovely texture, and by the looks of it I think I could do quite a few backdrops with these, because I do want to have, yeah, I just want it to just look really cool and a bit different, because I think how nice would that be? So that is what we're going to do. I'm going to go on. Now, you want to make sure before I go on speed up, you want to make sure that you don't go over, so you don't go over those holes. Otherwise, if you do, you're not going to be able to get your book in. So I would say probably have you know, keep it so that you don't go past that point, and that would keep it quite nice, hopefully. So yeah, so I'm going to continue doing this, and yeah, I will be back. Once I've finished, I will paint it with gesso, and we'll probably go with I'm thinking maybe black gesso, but I don't know whether to do one of each, so I don't know whether or not I want to do a black and a white one, so I actually make 2 book covers. So we shall see. We'll see what happens. Right, I'm going to keep them on because why not? But yeah, so this is all I'm going to do, guys. Is just build it up using all of these pieces, and yeah, and then paint it with some gesso. So as soon as I am done, and it's all painted, we'll be back. So the chances are it'll be tomorrow now that we get on and paint it, because I'll probably leave it overnight to dry. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I'm back. These are now sort of done. They're all dried. I've been through my bits and pieces and I've picked out some acrylic bits and bobs. I had to wait for some new gel medium to arrive, so that has finally arrived, so we can now stick these on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick these to my pieces. I'll probably leave them for a good few hours to dry, and then I'm going to coat them with gesso. I'm thinking this one I'm going to keep white, and actually I'm going to go with black for this one, so we have like the two different different ones. Now I'm just going to grab a brush. I'm using, so this is Liquitex Professional Acrylic Mediums. I've never used it before, but we shall see what it's like. I did get it off Amazon because it was next day delivery, and when I started these I realized that I didn't have any at all, so but I just think sometimes it's nice to see the process, isn't it, of something being made. So like I said, I've already worked out where everything's going to go. That I'm going to keep as is. I don't want to stick that on. And it doesn't bother me that these are all sort of different colours either, because like I say, we're going to go over with not gel medium, with gesso anyway. So the gesso is in fact gonna make everything quite neutral, so that we have like a blank canvas. And then yeah, the colouring in bit is definitely my favourite. So I'm gonna pop you on speed up again, just because I don't want this video to be super long. And if any of you know, when doing mixed media, it can take quite a few hours to do, and it's always best to try and leave everything to dry naturally, because you get a better bond. So that is precisely what I'm doing. Now most of the bits that I am using is stuff that I've had in my stash forever, and so it's really nice to actually be to be using them. So yeah, have a look what's around in your stash, and see. I mean, this is felt, but that doesn't bother me because we will still do it. This is a butterfly that I made from shrink plastic, and I am just turning it over so that it's the white side up, just because it makes life easier for my gel medium. So yeah, so I am going to continue to glue these down, but yeah, have a look around in your stash, see if you've got any broken jewelry, any charms, anything like that. All of that will help, and it can look amazing on book covers like this. So yeah, just don't look at the colour, look at the shape of your pieces. So I think that's the most important thing. Right, I'm just gonna dump that in there. Right, okay, so I'm going to continue doing these. Like I say, I will pop you on speed up again, and I'll pop you on speed up once they've dried and I start putting a layer of gesso over. So it'll probably be tomorrow now that I finish these off, when we start colouring them. So it can be quite a few a day's process, but definitely something I very much enjoy. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy. so these are now all dry and they're just looking fabulous. So nice blank canvases for us to start on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour these using my gouache. So gouache is like if acrylic and watercolour were to have a baby. This is what you would get. Isn't that right, Lou? So it is a watercolour, so they react like a watercolour, however they are opaque like an acrylic, so that's how they sort of are. Now I will put you on speed up for this because this part takes quite a while for me to do, but what I'm going to do is I think for this one I'm going to use like the really nice pinks and purples. I just feel like that's the colour I really want to go with on this one, and I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm very tempted to go with the metallics, so we've got like a gold and a bronze here, so I'm thinking those, and maybe bringing some of the pearls so this teal is gorgeous, so I might do that. But you'll see the whole process, so it is just this. I will be using plenty of water, and then I'm going to let them dry naturally, so they will dry overnight. And then once they're finished, I'll come back and we'll do the final finishing touches to these. I'm trying to keep this video quite short, which is why I'm sort of coming on and explaining things and then putting it on speed up. So yeah, I hope you like the way it is being recorded. So we'll start off with the white one first. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you on the next bit. Okay, so I'm back. It's actually quite a few days later, and these are really dry. They are looking amazing, but I do want to add some some added touches to it. So I've got this, which is I've got a couple of embellishment mousses out actually, from Nouveau. This one is Royal Aubergine, so I've just put a little bit on the side because what I'm wanting to do, let's move this one, is I'm wanting to use this to add some more detail in. So I'm just smushing that just to make it more of the wax, and I'm just gonna go over a few areas with it. I am going to be doing my usual but only because yeah, I love doing dry brushing, so I will be doing some dry brushing on this, but I just wanted to add some more depth of colour to this. So that's basically what we're doing. So I'm just gonna go, the thing is, what I should probably, I'll probably do this now, just because I want to get some undertones going, like some colour underneath, and then I may come in again with this right at the end, just to bring out some more of that detail, you know, on some of the bits if we lose it from the dry brushing. But I just really want to add in some more of that really dark purple, and I'm loving how it's looking, because the only thing I'm actually going to be adding to this is this piece, which I'm going to add there. That's literally it. I'm not going to add any words or anything to it. I'm just gonna, yeah, leave it as is. So I'm just going to, like I say, really get that in there and get that colour on. And don't worry at this stage, honestly guys, do not worry, because when we start dry brushing, it just completely transforms the whole thing. Yeah, it's one of my favourite techniques of all to do. I'm thinking as well, you know, that I might bring in, once we've done, because that's got silver on, might bring in my silver gilding wax, because I think that'll look nice. So I think that is about all I'm wanting for this one. So that we've really darkened it up, and like I said, it's not looking like much now, but trust me, as soon as I start dry brushing, that's just going to look amazing. So on this piece, I've got a couple of colours, and I've got so this one is hammered copper. It's actually expanding mousse, and this one is a burnished bronze. So I'm going to go with this. I didn't realise I picked out the expanding mousse one, but never mind. So I'm just going to get some, I take some out, because otherwise it'll go mouldy if I put my fingers in, and then do the same. Just smush it down so it becomes a nice wax. Oh, look at that colour. So, and then just going around just with my finger and adding this colour in before I do anything else. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with this, whether we're just going to leave as is, because I'm loving the colours how they are. The only thing I think that I would like to add to this is maybe some souffle, to add a bit of sparkle, but that is really about it. Yeah, I don't know if the camera's picking up on how gorgeous that detail is, but I've got bits of cardstock there. Oh, how gorgeous. So just going to go all the way around, just making that just so pretty, and bringing out the details as well of those little cherubs. So this one's playing the harp, sorry. This one loves her playing the harp, and this one's bored of her playing the harp. That's what I sort of came up with when I was talking to my friends. I was showing them, because I was finishing a few bits off on it. So yeah, I just love them. I've never used sort of the cherubs. I've got quite a few in mixed media before, and I have to say I think I'm going to definitely do it again, because they're just fab. And then you can make your own little story up as well, which I just think is something really nice and special, isn't it? So just as you can see, not really being very precious with where I'm putting it. I'm making sure to put it definitely over the flowers, because the flowers do need to be brought out even more. But yeah, I think this is just making this exactly what I needed it to do. And I just think it looks just stunning. So yeah, I'm loving that. I mean, look at those colours. How beautiful. Just, yeah, just absolutely stunning. And again, I really don't think I want to do anything else to this one. I'm actually very tempted to call this one done. May add just a little touch of sparkle onto it, but that really is about it. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So we'll leave that. I will get some out, some sparkle, some souffle out, and I think I will just put a few little touches in. I'm thinking the fool's gold, but we'll do that in a moment. I think the last thing that I want to do to finish these off is just want to dry brush this. So to dry brush it, I am going to use my white gesso. And what dry brushing means is you're just going to be bringing out all the detail in. Let me just grab a brush. You're going to bring out all the detail of all your bits and pieces. So at the minute it just looks like a hot mess. But by adding some white to it and dry brushing over the top, it just brings out all that detail and just, yeah, it just makes it look so much better. Now the key to dry brushing is very little on your brush. So I've worked in a load, and as you can see, it's very little on my brush, and then just with a sweeping motion, you're just going to go over the top. Now you're not going to be able to see it. You have to do it in layers, and I really advise you to do it in layers. So just keep picking up some of the you know, the paint, and just keep going over the top, and just, yeah, just work in layers. And if you can't see it, just keep going, but don't pick up any more, because that's when, you know, it can really ruin it. So you really do want as little as possible on your brush. I mean, I'm picking up the tiniest amount on it, and you can sort of see it's starting just to build up. So just the tiniest amount, work it into your brush. Don't pick up too much, because like I say, if you start picking up too much, what can happen is you'll end up with a big white blob, and that is not what we're wanting. So again, very tiny amount, and just going to keep on going. I think I am going to finish this off with some silver, now that I'm looking at it. So again, some more, and you can see that I am just working this ever so gently. There's no sort of rush with it, and that's the one good thing about dry brushing. It is a slow process, but it is definitely something that is so worth it. And as you can see, I mean, I've got nothing really, there's just nothing on my brush, but I'm picking up the tiniest amount, and that tiny amount really is making the difference. So the more layers you do, so if I just work on her dress, the brighter they get, but you're not going to get those big blobs. So keep going, again a little bit, and then I want it to be a little bit whiter, and you can just sort of see how it's picking up all of that detail, but we're not leaving any big blobs on. You know, it does take a while to sort of work out the best way for you to dry brush. You know, I couldn't do it, I didn't do it overnight. This is like years of doing it, but you know, it really is something that I think works wonderfully. There, I mean, that now that dress is just looking fab. It was just a bit too purple before, and now it just looks amazing. So I'm going to do this. I want it on the bricks as well, because I don't want the bricks to be really dark. I want them to have like a distressed look to them. So that's what this dry brushing is going to give to us. Now, because these are water-based products, your gesso will become the colour that is underneath. So but that is fine. You just, like I said, build up that layer. The more you build it up, the more that yeah, the more white it becomes. So it's just building it up. I mean, I don't think I'm wanting too much more done to this, because I'm loving how that is looking. Get a bit more out. I mean, I'm really loving how this is looking, and I am thinking that definitely silver is the way to go, just to pick out a few things. I'm glad we added on that purple nouveau, as I think that just looks gorgeous. And we did put quite a bit on the fireplace, but again, we can knock that back by just dry brushing it. So oh, it's so cute. I love it. Right, I've only got the tiniest amount left, so whatever this does, and then we'll leave it. But yeah, so there we have it. So I've knocked everything back, and now, I mean, look how gorgeous that is. And then by the time we've popped it on our finishing touches, I just think it's going to look fabulous. So let me get some silver out. Oh, I just thought as well we could add some gems. I've got some really big gems. Let me just grab the drawer if I can find it. I can't remember what there is. Come on. Right, so I have loads of gems in here that we could actually stick on in here. Oh, what's it here? Ah, right. I've got these nice big pink ones, which actually are going to go beautifully. And it's just those finishing touches, isn't it? You know, have a look through your stash, see what you have, and see, you know, see what you can sort of pull together to create your piece. I mean, that, I'm just loving that. Just seeing what else I've got. I might not all go, although I do have the silver ones. If we're going to add the silver in, have a look, because we can have them on top of things as well. They don't have to be, you know, I like that. I need one more silver. So in this case, we're not going to bring in the souffle. This is actually going to be, I love that. I don't know whether to put, yeah, do you know what? I really like that. Just those hints, I've just made it perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, we've got this. Now I can put my finger in this one. It will not go mouldy, which is just perfect. But we'll use the lid because there's bits on there. Now what I want to do is, where the flowers are, I'll go over the top with the silver. And this is, it's all the little details now that sort of start bringing our piece together. So, you know, I mean, you can do whatever composition you want. It's all about the finish and what you're sort of going to pull together for it. So with this piece, you know, we've done, it's just all about our layers on here. Oh, I love that. I'm just going to put a bit of silver on her dress, because I just think that that is gorgeous. So this is a gilding wax, which is like a furniture grade wax. And what it means is that you only need a very tiny amount, and you can polish it as well if you want to make it shine. Right, get some of those buttons. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. And then to finish up, to do everything. Right, I'm loving that. I don't want to add anything else, I don't think. Do I want to add some in the corners? Let's take them off a second. And then let's just add them in the corner. And then let's do the same in this one. There, I like that. Right, okay, so I'm going to use my gel medium to adhere all of the bits down, just because I know that with the gel medium it will be a permanent adhesion. So that is what we're going to do. So I have my gel medium here, so let's open that up. Actually, we can use this lid to get some on. So, and then It's just a matter of finding where we wanted to put them, which I think I'm going to end up with the completely different places, but we shall see. Actually, let's lay them all back on to where we did have them. Okay, there. I had one there, I had one there, maybe did we have one there? Hang on. I've got gilding wax on them, so I don't really want them to be made with gilding wax. Yeah, I like that. And then that there, that there. Oh, I've got one more, I think that there. Right, okay. So again, let's stick all of these down. I'm just using off here because you know what, there's enough product on there to stick a few of them, so we may as well use it. Okay, right. Do I have a little brush? Yes, I do. This will do. Right. Not sure if that one will stick, so a little bit extra on. Ooh. Okay. And then now I do have, which I'm really tempted to use, like a glitter varnish. And I'm very tempted to put it on her dress, so her dress is all sparkly, because I think that would look nice as well. So either that or on the flowers. Okay, I'm liking that. I think it is looking fab. And that one. Okay, let's take that excess off there and add it onto there. Oh, I do like that. I really, really like that. I just think it looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh, we'd already stuck that one down. We stuck that one down. Yeah. So all the rest are down. And then this is just going to sit in there like that. So again, I'm going to make sure there is plenty on, because I don't want this to fall apart. I want it to last there, just like that. Okay, put that in there. Oh, no, don't do that. Right, okay, so I've just popped gel medium just there, which we didn't want. But yeah, I have this, which is Glitter Sparkle Finish, and it's by Rust-Oleum Rainbow, I think that's how you say it. And it's just a varnish, but it gives you a glitter finish. It's absolutely gorgeous. So let's finish this off. Oh, my little knife has bent, so that's no good. Let's use my scissors. There we go. But I got this from the range, and it was, I think it was like £5, so it wasn't like super expensive. So if I just get some of this and this on here, put it on this flower, it just means that when it dries, they're going to be glittery, which how cute would that be? And also because these are felt, it just makes it more, it gives it that a varnish finish, so that it will protect it a little bit better, won't it? So I do apologise, lady is snoring. However, do you know what, I love hearing your comments, saying how much you love hearing us snore. But as I always say, I'd rather her snore than be in trouble, because when she's not snoring, it means she's up to something. Then just a little bit on all the flowers. So I am just using it out the lid. Okay. And just make sure that those flowers are all nicely coated and glittery. And then when it dries, like I say, it's just going to look really pretty and really nice. I'm going to put some, I don't know if it'll work very well, but let's do it. Put some on here. Now you need to use this in a well ventilated area because it absolutely smells. So my windows are open because we are in summer, so normally they're not, so I must always remember that. Nice. Right, one more little flower and just there. And I'm going to do on her dress as well, because she's got some flowers on her dress, just to keep it in keeping. There. Oh, big flower there. How did we miss that one? I have no idea. So let's get that on. It does dry, like I said, it does dry clear, so I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, I'm loving that. So I'll put that back on because I don't need that now. Okay, so yeah. So once that's dry, it'll be really, really glittery, and then we'll attach it onto the book. So the last one is this one, and I'm just going to go in my drawer and see if I can find our, what do you call it, souffle. And I'm wanting, if I can get it, I'm wanting the fool's gold, because I think the fool's gold will look. There's a precious opal. No, not that one. That's diamond. I do have quite a few of them, like. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, here it is. Right. So I really want to use this. I'm just going to use this brush. And we're going to just pop it in a few places. As like I said, I just think this is just going to add loads to this piece. Now, if you don't have souffle, because unfortunately you can't get hold of it anymore, however, you can make something very similar yourself with just gel medium that dries clear and glitter. So, you know, you can give it a go of making your own, because I know that once I finish these, I'm going to have a go at trying to make my own and seeing if we can make some really nice souffles, which is such a shame that it's closed down, because I loved Craftbox. Well, I used to love getting their subscription boxes every month, but then they changed it, and yeah, but it is what it is, unfortunately. So like I said, just gonna go and I'm gonna leave these to dry probably for quite a few hours, and then we'll come back and I will show you the finished thing, because I'll put them back on the books, and then yeah, I will come back and show you the finished job. I've just realised I'm using this paintbrush, and this paintbrush has got white paint on it, so it'll be interesting to see what happens, won't it? This is getting thick as well, my fool's gold, which means if I don't use it all up soon, we will lose it. Let's have a little bit on there, why not? I say a little bit and then put loads on. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. But how different have they both turned out, guys? And they both just look fab. Right, okay, so we're going to leave it there. So like I said, I will be back once these have both fully dried. We'll be back and I will show you the finished piece and show you the books, and hopefully you guys will like them. Actually, you know what, I'm looking up in the camera and we need a little bit more in this corner. It just, look, it needs it. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Doesn't need much, but it does need some. There we go. Oh, right, so much happier. I think I need some in there as well. So I'll get you in there. Okay, and then try and get that. So that's, there we go. Right, now I'm happy. Now it looks as though it just all flows down, doesn't it? Oh, it looks gorgeous. Right, okay, so I will be back in a few hours, and I will show you the finished thing. So I will be back, yeah, for you guys in a second, for me in a few hours. Okay, so these are all finished. I've made boxes for them to go in as well, because I just think it's quite nice, isn't it, to have a box. And then the paper that I've used to decorate the books in, I've actually popped on the top, so then I know what book is inside. So this is the pink, the pastel coloured one. Isn't that just gorgeous? And I don't know if you can see the slight glitter. I'm going to say you can't, but in real life you can just as see a little bit of glitter. And then on the inside I've used this gorgeous watercolour paper to back it in to make it right. I've got to be careful because this bit is still wet, so that's going to just take a little bit of time to dry. But yeah, how gorgeous is that? So that is the book all complete. And like I said, I have made some boxes as well just to pop them in, because I just think it's nice if you're giving them as gifts, which these are. It's nice to have a box for them. And then here is the other one, slightly still wet, just in two places, but yeah, oh, how gorgeous does that glitter look on there? Isn't that just absolutely stunning? And then I've used the Mariposa paper from Tonic Studios for the inside, because we've got the blue flowers on the front. I just thought it worked perfectly. So that's what we have used, but isn't that just absolutely stunning? And who would have thought you would be able to get a couple of really nice books from yeah, from lollipop sticks. So that is it for today, guys. So that is the video. It has taken me about 4 days to do this video, just with drying time and stuff, because obviously it is better to leave them to dry naturally. So if you are doing mixed media, I do suggest doing a few projects at a time. So I did other projects in between this. I didn't record them though, but I did do other things in between. And it was really nice because I was crafting for myself, which was really nice. So I do that quite like every few months. I'll probably just have a full day of just doing what I want to sort of do, which I mean, I wanted to record some of the process, but because it was all over the place, I couldn't really record the rest of it. But you will get to see what I was creating soon, hopefully. But yeah, and it's just beautiful. Oh, I love them. I absolutely love them. I am just staring at them and I can't believe how different they both are. I just love that brick wall. It's so different, like completely different to each other, but yeah, so beautiful. I will leave it there, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, please do take care and happy crafting. Bye.